The grand tour and the worlds beyond. The story begins with a traveler. A traveler unlike any other machine humanity has ever created. It carries not only wires, circuits, and fragile pieces of metal. It carries the restless curiosity and daring imagination of an entire species. This is Voyager 1. The farthest and most distant object ever crafted by human hands. It does not rest quietly on the surface of Earth. It does not circle gently around the Moon. It does not orbit comfortably around the familiar planets we know so well. Instead, it drifts forward alone. Untethered. Weightless. Moving farther and farther into the vast, silent ocean of space. A cosmic sea that stretches endlessly between the stars. Voyager was launched in the bright summer of 1977. At first, it was small and modest. No larger than a family car, its body was fragile, its systems primitive by today's standards. Its computers were weaker than the simplest mobile phones we carry in our pockets today. Its cameras had limits, its memory was tiny, its power was faint. And yet, inside that fragile frame was something daring. A bold mission. An audacious leap of faith that would change forever the way humanity saw the cosmos. Now, decades later, Voyager has traveled more than 22 billion kilometers from home. A distance so staggering it stretches the imagination to its breaking point. And still, against every obstacle, it survives. It whispers across the endless void of space. Its signals weaker than the glow of a small household bulb. Yet somehow, across billions of kilometers, Earth hears them. Giant radio dishes reach into the darkness. They capture Voyager's frail but steady voice. And Voyager, stubborn and unyielding, continues to speak to us. But Voyager's legacy cannot be measured in distance alone. It must also be measured in the wonders it discovered. In the 1960s, NASA engineer Gary Flandreau studied the outer planets. He stumbled upon something extraordinary hidden in mathematics. Between 1977 and 1980, the planets Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune would align. A rare formation that occurs only once every 176 years. With gravity assists, a spacecraft could slingshot from world to world. Each giant planet would lend its strength. Each encounter would fling the craft faster and farther, like a stone skipping across the solar system. NASA seized the chance. 2 spacecraft were built. Voyager 2 launched first. Voyager 1, just 15 days later. The plan was modest and simple. A short 4-year study of Jupiter and Saturn. But what followed was beyond imagination. At Jupiter, Voyager revealed a world boiling with storms. Cyclones larger than Earth swirled across its atmosphere. Its magnetic field was colossal, far stronger than expected. And then came Io. Once thought to be frozen and lifeless. Voyager revealed it alive, erupting with rivers of fire and fountains of molten rock. For the first time, humanity saw another world beyond Earth that was geologically alive. Next came Saturn. Voyager's cameras revealed rings far more delicate and intricate than anyone dreamed. Tiny moons danced between them like silent guardians. Then came Titan, Saturn's largest moon. It was cloaked in a thick orange haze. Beneath it was a dense atmosphere, one that hinted at chemical processes like those that may have sparked life on Earth itself. Voyager 2 pressed on farther still. It became the first, and remains the only, spacecraft to visit Uranus and Neptune. There it uncovered tilted magnetic fields. It saw methane storms swirling through icy blue skies. It discovered moons where volcanoes erupted not with fire, but with frozen gases and ice. For the first time, faint specks of light in the night sky became living, dynamic, mysterious worlds. And all this was achieved with astonishingly simple technology. Computers with only 68 kilobytes of memory. Tape recorders storing precious data. Radios transmitting at only 23 watts, barely stronger than a light bulb. Yet somehow, across billions of kilometers, Earth still heard their voices. Voyager was more than a mission. It was proof that humanity could stretch beyond the known. Into interstellar space and the eternal golden record. Then came the ultimate frontier, interstellar space. The last boundary. The edge where the sun's influence ends and the true domain of the galaxy begins. This boundary is called the heliopause. It is invisible, yet immense. Here, the solar wind, streams of charged particles from our sun, finally surrenders to the stronger forces of interstellar space. For decades, scientists wondered, how far away was this line? Would Voyager endure long enough to reach it? Or would it fall silent before touching that cosmic shore? On August 25, 2012, the answer arrived. At a distance of 121 astronomical units, 121 times farther from the Sun than Earth, Voyager 1 crossed the threshold. It became the first human-made object to leave the protective bubble of our solar system. The first messenger to enter the ocean of stars beyond. The crossing was sudden, dramatic, and unforgettable. Instruments recorded a storm of cosmic rays, high-energy particles rushing in from deep space. Sensors detected ghostly ripples in plasma density, like vibrations in an unseen sea. It was as though Voyager had slipped into an invisible ocean, filled with strange and hidden music. But one mystery remained unsolved. The magnetic field did not flip, as scientists had predicted. Instead, it continued almost unchanged. It seemed Voyager had entered a twilight zone, caught between two realms. No longer fully inside the solar system, yet not completely within the galaxy either. Even today, more than a decade later, scientists continue to debate what Voyager truly found. But one thing is certain. The edge of our solar system is far stranger, far more mysterious, and far more complex than anyone had ever imagined. Now, Voyager drifts steadily outward. It sails toward the Oort Cloud. A vast halo of icy bodies that may stretch a full light-year across. A frozen reservoir of comets and ancient debris, leftovers from the dawn of the solar system. To pass through it will take nearly 30,000 years. By then, humanity will be unrecognizable. Our nations may rise and fall. Our languages may vanish into silence. Civilizations may change beyond recognition. Perhaps even our species itself may no longer exist. And yet, Voyager will still be there. Silent, enduring, unbroken. Carrying the memory of its makers into the stars. Its strength comes from a radioisotope thermoelectric generator. Plutonium inside slowly decays, releasing heat that is turned into power. But year by year, that energy weakens. One by one, its instruments shut down. Cameras have long since gone dark. Spectrometers, magnetometers, and detectors slowly fall silent. By the early 2030s, Voyager's voice will likely fade completely. Its final signal will vanish into the sea of stars. Earth will listen one last time. And then, the spacecraft will go quiet. But silence will not mean the end. Because Voyager carries something timeless, the golden record. This record was built as a gift, a message, and a monument. A phonograph disc designed to last for 1 billion years. It is a cosmic time capsule, a memory frozen in metal and grooves. Etched into its surface are greetings in 55 human languages. The sounds of Earth, the crash of ocean waves, the rumble of thunder, the whisper of wind. The songs of birds at dawn, the laughter of children, the cry of a newborn. Music that spans centuries and cultures, ancient chants, timeless symphonies, haunting blues, and melodies carried across generations. There are images too. Drawings of DNA, of mathematical patterns, of the structure of atoms. Pictures of mountains and rivers, forests and deserts, animals and human faces. A portrait of our world, and of the beings who once walked upon it. The record is more than just information. It is more than data pressed into metal. It is a time capsule of emotion. A love letter written by humanity to the cosmos. A declaration that we existed, that we dreamed, that we reached beyond our world. Even if no one ever finds it, the act of sending it declares something profound. We were here. We lived. We wondered. We reached for the stars. And yet, what if one day, somewhere in the far future, someone does find it? Perhaps a distant civilization, advanced and ancient. Or perhaps descendants of humanity, traveling the galaxy long after Earth has changed. If they discover Voyager, they will hear our voices. They will hear our laughter. They will hear our music echo across time. They will know that on a pale blue world orbiting a small yellow star, life once rose, thought, dreamed, and dared to wonder. Voyager is more than a spacecraft. It is a monument to persistence. A symbol of courage, imagination, and unending curiosity. It turned faint points of light into living worlds. It carried our restless questions all the way to the edge of the galaxy. And now, as it drifts into the infinite dark of interstellar space, it whispers back across the ages. What lies beyond the horizon? Who are we, truly? And how far